This movie, I don't know about, but it seemed like you like it, so that's good.
So I saw Channing Tatum in a movie recently, which is Fly Me to the Moon, which, as we talked about, is an AI movie made by AI people. And
It's
Channing Tatum gives one of the worst performances of 2024, which is crazy because watching Blink twice, Channing Tatum goes all fucking out for this movie. And I don't know why.
like maybe he felt like he couldn't disappoint his fiance.
Oh, is that his fiance?
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
Well, I guess that makes sense. I like Channing Tatum. I think he gives some good
He's fine. Yeah,
performances.
he's
I
good.
also think that sometimes he gives some pretty lackluster performances, but he goes all out for this movie, and it's really entertaining to see him. You don't know anything about this movie, do you?
He's like a guy and he's like, "Hey, I'm rich and we should go to my mansion or whatever to like some girls," and he's creepy to the girls or whatever.
It's basically Get Out for women.
That already doesn't sound great to me, but okay.
It's surprisingly enjoyable. I had a really good time with this movie. I found myself laughing and clapping and just
Okay.
enjoying the hell out of it. I think it's going to be an underrated film of 2024, and I think it's going to be one of my most enjoyable experiences of the 2024 year. And it looks good. It's clearly shot on a set. I'm fine with that. I think it works in the favor of the film when you get to the end and there's the big reveal. My only real complaint, and this is my complaint with a lot of movies, is I do think they don't give enough trust to the audience. I think you can figure it out before they do the big reveal. I think it's pretty obvious what's going to happen. I think Andrew, you could probably guess what the
Probably.
big reveal of this movie is.
Yeah.
So I'm not a huge fan of that, but I rarely ever am a huge fan of those big reveals because
You're
often,
saying it's predictable.
but just because it's predictable doesn't mean it's not fun. I mean, Trap is predictable, but it's still a very fun movie to watch. And that's kind of how I feel about this movie too. You know what's going to happen going into it. So if you don't like that kind of movie, you shouldn't watch this movie in the first place. But if you buy into that, if you're like, this is the kind of movie I want to watch, then I think you'll have an absolutely great time.